Hi, everyone. It's Thursday, and this is the fourth this week of some of my favorite shows, which we've actually almost done 2 weeks now. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think, in a way, this is the most variety we've ever had in a 2 week span, and that certainly is the case today. This, well, in a way, this one is one of my favorites for a couple of reasons. One, it's early on in the shows that we were doing, and when we were doing them in the studio. Number two, because I totally appreciate so much the person that I interview, and her name is Beth Scott. Do you know Beth? If you don't, I want you to, and you will in a way after this show. And when you go to the local Chick-fil-A, if you see Beth, I want you to say hi and say you saw her on Inspiration for Today. And who knows? Who knows? She might give you an ice cream cone. Tell her I said that she made that offer at one point. Anyway, this show, in a way, it's quite educational about a couple of things. One, the way that Chick-fil-A does business and why. They were founded on Christian principles by Christians. And so they keep, well, here's our verse for the day. Can be our verse for the day. Exodus 20, verse 8. That falls right in the middle of the Ten Commandments, and it says, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. And if you read the passage, it goes on to say, work 6 days and then rest, as God did all the creation in only 6 days. And the founders of Chick-fil-A kept to that principle as they do all the way to today. And there aren't many businesses, are there, that do that? So I appreciate so much. And I like the food, but I also like the philosophy of business that lets their people have a Sabbath day where they can go to church. Anyway, it's a different show. It's a fun show. I'm glad you're watching. Enjoy hearing about Chick-fil-A.
Beth Scott is still with us. She came back, thank you. And I'm so glad you did because look at all the stuff she brought here. Beth is the owner operator for Chick-fil-A, the one that's right by us on El Toro and the freeway, which we love, go to often. But you have some food for us today.
Of course, it's Fun Friday.
There
I
you
figured we
are.
have to have some
So
food.
why don't you just throw that to
All
our
right.
audience, and as
Okay.
and start over here.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
They're still warm. We have
Well,
some of
they're
our
hot.
fresh chicken biscuits.
Oh
so
my
there
gosh! I love
we
this.
go.
You know,
Oh,
and they can go ahead and eat, but I'm going to hold off because we got to talk, and it's
yes.
going to stay hot in here. Now,
You ready? Okay.
if you haven't had, this is the one. This is the one that's the chicken. I love it. You know, what I get the most though I actually have you add an egg to this
Ooh, even better. Yeah.
in the morning.
Do you have the chicken, egg, and cheese biscuit? The one with cheese?
Chicken, egg, and cheese.
Yes.
But you know, Beth, that's not on the menu up there.
There's not a picture. Yeah.
Well, I
That's
have to
now
kind of
you know the
special
secret.
order it though,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't say number two.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
evidently not that popular. I mean, I think you have this, but it's on a.
You know what? We'll call it the Pastor Rick. We'll
You
put it up there.
But you have it on. It's like an English muffin thing, or the.
Yeah, we have English muffin, we have bagels, so we make various sandwiches with those. But our
Maybe-
biscuits we hand roll every morning.
Oh,
So
there.
y-
See,
it's
to
hard
me,
beat.
it's not right that
Yeah.
that I would have this on a bagel or no English muffin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
yeah.
I love the chicken, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Good.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, enough of that. I want to learn a little bit more about Chick-fil-A, though. That'd be fun.
Okay. Great.
So actually, it's Truett Kathy was the founder.
Yes.
What year?
So Chick-fil-A, I believe, was founded in 1946. So
Okay.
Truett started his first restaurant, the Dwarf House, in the 30s,
Yes,
and
that's
that burned down, and he restarted it. And then later, with a friend, he started the franchise model, where she opened the first
I
Chick-fil-A.
believe it was in a
It
mall.
was, yes, and
And
it's still there.
Chick-fil-A's, and from the very beginning, it's kind of been the motto that we've got to serve
Mhm.
the clients,
Mhm.
really. And I think those lessons are right for the church.
Yeah.
So anyway, then he had a son, maybe more kids, but Dan Cathy has been out several times and visited
Yeah.
Saddleback and fed the whole church one day.
Yeah, the Cathy family are great. So Dan is our CEO, the eldest, and then Bubba is the second oldest, and he also is involved, and then Trudy, who works with the
Oh,
foundation.
okay.
So and then also there are more generations. So it's a truly great, humble servant leader
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
family.
Well, we
Yeah.
so admire it. And why? So from the very beginning, they closed on Sundays.
Mhm.
What's what's with that?
Well, I mean,
Because you're so
I'm
young.
thankful for that,
Yes.
my family and all my staff, because in the restaurant industry, it's very hard to find anywhere where you get a weekend off, let alone a Sunday. You know, it's a
Yes.
busy day. So I'm really thankful that the Cathys have stayed true to that. That true, it started with, a day to worship, a day for your
Yeah.
family, a true day of rest. And since his first restaurant, it was just he and his brother, and he would literally have cars drive up in the middle of the night, and he would jump out of bed and cook
Ah,
them breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
yeah.
So to have
Yeah.
one day of rest is important for all of us. So,
Yes. Well, you're young enough that, but in back in when they started, much of
mhm,
America
yes,
closed down on Sundays. I remember my
mhm,
parents when I was a kid. We made sure we had gasoline in the car because we may or may not find a gas station that's even open.
yeah,
And but America has gone
mhm,
another route, and so I have always applauded Chick-fil-A for this, although I can't count how many times I've pulled up on a Sunday and go, "Oh,
yes,
they're they're not open, of course."
yes. I always say we create our demand. We keep you hungry on Sunday.
So a little behind the scenes. How many cooks you have back there?
Oh boy. So
Like at any one time?
yeah, we opened the restaurant with 3, and then by the time our lunch rush hits, we have 7.
No kidding.
So
I've always wanted to
yeah.
know that kind of stuff.
And then total staff, we have 3 open in the front, usually with 3 in the back. So that's a total of 6. And by the time lunch rush hits, we have 22. So that tells you the
And
difference.
everyone knows where they're going and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Well,
never worked
hopefully.
in such a big kitchen.
Yeah, it's got to be a well-oiled machine to get,
Yes.
especially
And
when
you
we're
do
busy.
catering?
We definitely do catering, especially during the
Because
holidays,
I've
but
tried to
anytime.
talk to you a couple times when you're busy in catering. It's tough
Yes.
because that's
Yeah.
a busy time.
Yep.
Yeah. So is lunch the biggest then?
Lunch is, and then dinner would be second. Um, our dinner sales have continued to increase, which has been a blessing.
That's good.
Um, and
Yeah.
then now you're trying our breakfast. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that we're open for breakfast. So trying to get the word out about
Well,
that.
speaking for myself,
I know you do.
and evidently it goes against the grain, but breakfast is my favorite there,
Mhm.
just because. Well, I've expressed I love the eggs and biscuit, but
Yeah.
I like them anytime. But I don't know. That's my favorite.
Good.
Yeah,
Mine too.
yeah. Well, Beth, this is awesome. We're happy for you. What's your husband's name?
Jason.
Okay,
And we have a little 6-year-old daughter named Sabine who's in first grade. So,
that is
yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
How old's she gonna be when she gets to start helping out?
Well, she already tries to.
Good,
So,
good.
she says she either wants to work at Chick-fil-A or be a horseback rider.